That whole notion of who's going to look after you when you're older because you don't have children is so selfish. Not only is it just for, against people who choose to by choice, what about those who can't have children? So you're saying that they're going to die alone because they cannot have children? Be so for real. And also, what if you're an absolute horrible parent and no child ever wants to be around you? Ever. As soon as they leave, they just want to be as far away from you as possible because you're a terrible human being. What if your child is a terrible human being and you decide to cut contact with them for the betterment of yourself, your mental health, the people around you? What if they're in jail? And even me, as a child-free person, who's to say that I'm going to not have a support system around me? Just because you don't have children or just because you have children doesn't mean that that's an inbuilt system. You're basically having children for that reason. You're basically having children without their consent to be your carers, with that expectation. That's super selfish. And yes, some children want to look after their parents because they want to, but the expectation that they're going to look after you because all of a sudden you're owed this, you're entitled to this, you've sacrificed. They didn't ask to be here. They really didn't. So they don't owe you anything. And if you go into hospitals and you go into care homes, there are a ton of old people who have children and have families that don't want to go and see them at all. And likewise, you'll also have, old Bob and Nancy who never had children, but they built such an impact in the communities that they were in. They were such positive contributions that the hospital rooms and the care homes are full of people who love them and want to be there with them, even though they're not their children, they're not blood related. But just because they made such an impact, they've got such a support system, which is better than anybody who had 15 children.